Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a challenge that pretty much every business out there is facing. How do you keep moving forward when the world just won't stop changing? We're going to break down the approach of a company called Techrida to see how they tackle this head on. And this really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, think about it. With new tech and new competitors popping up all the time, how do you make sure your business isn't just treading water, but is actually ready for whatever the future throws at it? For a lot of businesses, it feels like they're stuck in a maze. You're constantly trying to outsmart the competition around one corner. But at the same time, you're fighting that powerful urge to just stand still, to stagnate. It's a really tricky balancing act, and the stakes are super high. So, how in the world do you get out of this maze? Well, Techrida's answer is actually pretty simple, but it's also incredibly powerful. It all starts with one thing: innovation. And for them, this isn't some fluffy buzzword. It's the essential first step on any real journey of transformation. This quote right here, it really gets to the absolute heart of their philosophy. See, innovation isn't just some far-off goal. It's the foundation. It's the spark that gets the whole engine running. But what does innovation actually look like when the rubber meets the road? Techrida breaks it down into a real strategy. It's about constantly trying to stay ahead of the curve, exploring all the cool new tech, and not being afraid to test out new ideas. But here's the most important part: making sure all this revolutionary change actually lines up with your company's biggest goals. Okay, so if innovation is our North Star, let's get practical. Let's look at the actual tools Techrida puts in the toolkit to help you build a better, tougher business. It all begins with a solid plan, with some really smart guidance. Techrida offers up expertise across the board. We're talking digital and tech help, marketing and strategic advice, even the legal stuff, all with one single focus: to light a fire under your growth. Next up is automation. And wow, the difference is just night and day. On one side, you've got the old way of doing things. All those repetitive tasks, super prone to human error that just suck the life out of your team. And then you've got the after. A super efficient workflow, way more accuracy, and this is the best part: it frees up your people to focus on the high-value work they were actually hired to do. But what if your current technology is what's holding you back? Well, TechWriter's got a four-step process for that. First, they give everything a fresh look. Then, they make it more agile, more responsive. Step 3 is all about making it scalable, so it can grow right alongside your business. And finally, they crank up the speed to meet what everyone expects today. Okay. So you're updating your business, you're innovating, but how do you know you're actually heading in the right direction? This is where data steps in. It becomes your compass, guiding you where you need to go. I mean, just think about it. Every single day, your business is creating this massive treasure trove of data. Every click, every sale, every single customer interaction. The real question is, are you actually using it? Techrade's whole approach is to take that mountain of raw data and turn it into something you can actually use. They do it by tracking performance, analyzing customer behavior, and using AI to find all these hidden patterns and opportunities you'd never see otherwise. And this is where the magic really happens. All of that work transforms a confusing sea of numbers into a clear, confident direction for your business. It's about making smarter decisions that lead to real, tangible growth. All right, let's bring it all home. Let's see how all these pieces, the innovation, the tools, the data, all come together to create a business that's truly ready for the future. This is what they call their 360-degree digital solution. And really, it's the whole package. It's all about creating this seamless system where your tech, your data, and your strategy are all working in perfect harmony to not just run your business, but to actively hit the gas on its growth. So as we've seen, that whole journey from feeling lost in a maze to having a clear, data-driven future, it's absolutely possible. Which really just leaves one last question for you to think about. What's the one bottleneck in your business that, if you could just snap your fingers and make it disappear today, would unlock a whole new world of growth?